really stopped dealing with Puffy around 94.
Ever since all the allegations about Diddy started coming out, a bunch of other celebrities have been dragged into the whole mess too. And recently, another big name has started to pop up in connection to Diddy, Michael Jackson. Now you're probably wondering how MJ, who passed away over 15 years ago, could possibly be involved in any of this. And honestly, the whole story is pretty insane. So let's get into it. It all started when the FBI raided Diddy's house. And yes, I'm talking about the very same raid where they found out that Diddy is an avid lover of baby oil. So much so that he had 1,000 bottles of baby oil lying around in just one house. After this information made its way to every single headline, rumors of an underground tunnel started spreading. According to the rumors, the FBI found a tunnel going from Diddy's house to Michael Jackson's house. And allegedly, they also found children's clothes in the tunnel. It's pretty obvious what the rumor is hinting at. We already know that Diddy has been charged with forcing intimacy with other people, if you know what I mean. And some of these people were supposedly minors when it happened. And then you have Michael, and who can forget all his alleged problems with minors. Even when he was acquitted of all charges, it still followed him everywhere. And even though he passed away, the topic hasn't been laid to rest. So it seems like someone tried to link Diddy and Michael by creating that rumor about the secret tunnel. But it seems like that's just not true. First of all, the FBI hasn't said anything about a tunnel in Diddy's mansion, much less about one going to MJ's mansion. And second of all, ever since the rumor started spreading, no reputable news source has backed it. But that doesn't exactly mean that there's no connection between MJ and Diddy, because there's at least one, which was even mentioned in the lawsuit that Lil Rod filed against Diddy. And trust me when I say that you're not going to believe what the connection is. In the lawsuit that Lil Rod filed, he named someone on Diddy's security team, Faheem Muhammad, aka Mr. Fixit. Faheem was the head of Diddy's security team, and according to Lil Rod, he was the person that Diddy called to make people or problems disappear, which kind of explains the nickname. But there's a twist, because before working for Diddy, Faheem apparently worked for Michael. At first, Faheem started as just a driver and part of MJ's security team, but sure enough, he worked his way up. Eventually, he became the head of security for Michael too. Now here's where the story gets dark. Not only was Faheem MJ's head of security, but he was also one of the very first people who found MJ's body after he passed away. In fact, when Michael's doctor, Conrad Murray, was being tried for MJ's passing, Faheem's testimony was one of the final nails in the coffin. According to Faheem, he found Conrad in MJ's room. He said that from the looks of things, Conrad was trying to do something over MJ's body. And when he moved closer, he realized that Conrad was performing CPR on Michael. At the same time, he noticed that MJ's eyes and mouth were slightly open, and it looked like he had already passed away. Or at least that's more or less the story that he told the jurors, according to Fandom Wire. But at the same time, let's not forget that he's the same person that Diddy used to make people disappear. Coincidentally, just after MJ passed, Faheem started working for Diddy as his head of security, and he also started doing the side job as Mr. Fixit. When you think about it, Diddy has been accused multiple times of getting rid of people, if you know what I mean. Eminem has alleged that Diddy is the one behind Tupac and Biggie's passings multiple times. And then there's also Aaliyah and the rumor that Diddy might have caused her passing so that Beyonce would have free passage to the top. And let's not forget when J. Cole sang She Knows and name dropped Aaliyah, Left Eye, and MJ. Now, a lot of people are saying that he was referencing Beyonce and how she allegedly knows about everything that Diddy and Jay-Z have been up to all these years. But it doesn't stop there, because people have also pointed out that She Knows sounds a lot like Knowles, which is Beyonce's last name. So J. Cole really could have been talking about her, although we can't know that for sure. But anyway, could Diddy really be connected to Michael's passing somehow? I guess the question is, how long had Faheem been working for Diddy before MJ passed away? And could he have helped him arrange MJ's passing? It's honestly impossible to say. These are all just conspiracy theories at the end of the day, but there's still a lot more to unravel between Diddy and MJ. Another rumor going around is that Michael actually exposed all that Diddy was doing to Ice Cube before he passed away. But if Ice Cube actually knows anything, he hasn't really volunteered the information. That being said, he has dropped his 2 cents about Diddy. In an interview, Ice Cube was asked if he had any encounters with Diddy, and right off the bat, Ice Cube admitted that he once had a run-in with Diddy, but it was strictly for music purposes. With everything going on, a lot of people have forgotten that Diddy is a music mogul, so a lot of rappers have conducted business with him in the past. And that was how Ice Cube and Diddy met. At the time, Ice Cube was working on an album, and he needed to use one of Diddy's producers for a part of the project. So even though he met Diddy, they weren't exactly hanging out. Diddy had his own business to attend to, and Ice Cube was there to work. But before their interview could proceed, Ice Cube added that he had never been to any of Diddy's freak-offs. And then, when he was asked if he was surprised about what was going on with Diddy, Ice Cube said that not much from the world of hip-hop could actually surprise him. And seeing as Ice Cube has been in the industry for about 4 decades, he has definitely seen more than his fair share of hip-hop craziness. When asked if Diddy was being targeted, he said yes. But he added that even though he was being targeted, there was a lot of truth to what the feds were coming after him for. According to Ice Cube, someone must have done something for all the dominoes to be falling the way they are for Diddy right now. I mean, you have to ask, why now? Because if all the stories are true, Diddy has been doing this since before Usher was a teenager. And it sounds like Ice Cube has always known what was going on at Diddy's parties, and he just stayed away. Recently, he told his fans while he was performing that they didn't need to worry about him being in the videos that were confiscated at Diddy's place. That's definitely good news. But anyway, what do you guys think about all this? What are your thoughts on the connections between Michael and Diddy? And could Ice Cube know more than he lets on? Let me know what you think in the comments below.